Yeah.
We're back. Hey.
Yesterday.
Okay, so we're back. So I guess our will be you, Lon, your choice
Yes.
this time. Okay.
Which is yesterday.
All right.
Until a month ago, you were a complete failure. And then somehow you became the biggest star in the world. As if by magic. So what happened?
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
When did you write that?
I didn't write it. Paul McCartney wrote it. The Beatles.
Who?
John, Paul, George and Ringo, the Beatles. No. Stop it. Yesterday. It's one of the greatest songs ever written.
Well, it's not Coldplay. It's not Fix You.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes.
I'm just listening to Jack's new song.
Oh, yeah!
What's this one called?
Leave it be.
Let it be.
Well, rock on, Jack.
Word has got out about a new pop phenomenon.
Your music, it's incredible.
We need you to come to LA. I'm offering you money and fame.
Hello, Mr. Sheeran. Love your work, man, especially the rapping.
Oh, really?
No, only kidding. No, leave it to the brothers. That'd be my advice.
Hey, Jude.
You're leaving, so I can ask you anything. How did I get in the friend column instead of the and I love her column?
Jack Mallett, we're a superstar.
We could have been the perfect match. But now you're the world's greatest songwriter.
I'm not.
Except that you probably are.
It is my honor now to open this door for the moment the entire world has been waiting for. Nah, wrong door.
Is it just you writing the songs?
Yes?
But is it?
I don't know. I've been a fool twice over. Perhaps love isn't all you need. But it's pretty damn close.
With the song, I do have a suggestion.
Hey, dude, are you sure?
Hey, dude.
He's right. That's better.
Here.
Hey, so yes, we're
There
back.
we go. Now, so
That was the
are-
trailer.
Lon.
So you probably saw the trailer.
Well,
Young
30
man.
minutes of it.
Played by Hamish Patel, gets in an accident. He's riding his bike, gets hit by a car, wakes up, and then he wakes up into a slightly different universe that slowly unfolds that some things are not the same as when he left it. Because Lily James plays was a somebody he used to teach with, but is also like an old friend. I think they're childhood friends from age 7, I think she mentions. And, they just grew up, and she's sort of managing him and getting him gigs, and he's sort of getting disenchanted with everything. He gets in the accident, comes out of it, and then, he even lost his guitar. So she buys him a guitar. He's really touched by that. So he goes in, starts singing the song Yesterday to him and his 2 friends. All of a sudden said, "Oh, that was such a beautiful song. Where did that come from?" And he thinks they're joking. He's not taking it serious. Like, well, it's a Beatles song. Paul McCartney wrote that. Says, well, who are the Beatles? Right? I mean, no one knows what's going on. So he does actually. And again, it's almost, I hate to say this, but it looks like Google sponsored this movie. He immediately goes to Google, puts in the Beatles, and of course he comes up with they keep changing it to Beetle, right? So he thinks, oh, no one sort of knows that. So he decides in his own mind that he's going to start singing the Beatles songs, not really knowing what, but just like, oh, I got to remember the lyrics of the song. So he goes through his head and everything. So my favorite scene actually in the movie comes very early when he decides He's trying to sing a song to his parents, who are wonderfully played by Mira Ciel and Sanjeev Bhaskar. I'm big fans of theirs because I used to love the BBC radio shows, Masala FM and Goodness Gracious Me. So they're there, and he starts singing Let It Be. And he keeps getting interrupted. So then it's like, oh, the mother said, oh, okay, neighbor comes by. Oh, he's singing us his new song. Oh, what's it called? Oh, it's called Leave It Be. Let it be. Let it be. And poor Jack is his name, Himesh Patel's name, that he gets so upset, said, you are the first person to hear Let It Be. Like, this is a great, great song. It's legendary. To which I think, was it his mother or father? I can't even remember now. It just says, oh, isn't he getting the swelled head? Right? Because in a way, I understand the reverence for Beatles songs. I'm up there with him. This is one of my all-time favorite groups. I love their music. And he's right that these are incredible songs, and yet no one's appreciating in the modern day. But he records them. They get played on the radio. All of a sudden, oh, who shows up at his door? Ed Sheeran saying, I heard the music, because I think they live in the same town or something. And they even play jokes off of stuff like that, because the whole thing is, it is sort of a fantasy movie, first of all. Then it becomes a Star is Born kind of movie. Because, again, Beatles songs, you just hear them. These are fantastic songs. So Ed Sheeran says, I love your songs. Why don't you come and open for me on my tour? So he decides, why not? Take it on the road. At this point, this is when his personal relationships seem to hit a head, where he can't take his manager because she's a teacher. She says, no, I'm a teacher. You go on. But he does bring his good friend Joel Fry, playing the character named Rocky, who I think is a riot.
That's a funny character.
He is the comedic relief for me. I mean, he just is sort of an incompetent, but a really good-natured, likable person. Even when he's insulting Ed Sheeran, it's like, to me, hilarious. And, and so he goes on his journey. And that's basically the story, is him on his journey and what he has to do. Because he knows they're not his songs. And yet, it's also advancing his sort of feelings towards Lily James' character. Elaine, like I said, who's playing his manager.
Ellie.
Ellie, I'm sorry. And it's sort of fascinating how this movie I thought, was literally the best movie of 2019, because it was such a surprise to me. But just the simplicity of it, just the charm of it. And, this is a great director, Danny Boyle, directing this. I mean, he's made everything from Slumdog Millionaires to Trainspotting. I mean, he's all over the board, but there's a real charm to this. But Richard Curtis is credited with the screenplay, and he produces. And, he's known for the Four Weddings and a Funeral, Notting Hill, the British romantic comedies. And it shows. But it also is based on a story, I guess, by somebody by the name of Jack Barth. I would recommend this as strictly as just a very entertaining, sort of fun movie. But if you're a Beatles fan, lots of Beatle jokes, lots of fun stuff, I thought, in this movie. So I would recommend this one as just a sort of a fun, independent film that I don't think got a lot of attention, but I still say is really entertaining.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, I really love this movie too. It was a great movie. I like the whole idea, the whole side, the whole fantasy part of it, and certain things like when he gets hit, the lights go off in the whole world. There's a lot of things disappear. Like he's asking people, "Can I get some Coke?" And they're like, "What?" Because Coke doesn't exist. Pepsi exists. And he's googling things. He's constantly googling things. Like he goes, "The Rolling Stones, oh good, they're there," but the Beatles are gone. So, and one thing about the movie is it's a great showcase for how amazing the Beatles songs were. And like literally from the first song he sings is Yesterday, to his friends when he gets the guitar. I was bawling by then. I was like, oh my God,
that was true.
what a great song. Oh. And I barely watched this. I was like, maybe it was tequila again, but no, it was just this beautiful songs. There's one scene where he, Ed Sheeran, who comes in the movie. He's like, "You're such a great songwriter. Let's do a contest." And he's like, "Okay, well, I'll write a song right now. We get 10 minutes off. Well, I write a song in 10 minutes. You write a song in 10 minutes." Of course, he brings out, I can't remember the song.
The song was the Long and Winding
Oh,
Road.
Right. Yeah.
So Sharon brings this little whatever. I make Sharon, and he sings along as one word. Like, and then Sharon's like, "Never mind, I'm out of here." So he knows. He just got stung, but
Yes.
it just and of course spoiler alert. There's a scene at the end of the movie that I'm like, the ending scene. I'm telling you, the ending scene in this movie. It makes total sense too.
They really adapted
Oh,
the
yeah.
music and even some of
Oh.
the music cues that happen.
Yeah.
You know, again, if you know Beatles music, it's all there. And it's,
Yes.
you're right, I agree. They use it very effectively.
To me, it's an ode to the Beatles music and how amazing that very rare, the beautiful songs. But
Yeah.
yeah, I really enjoyed this movie.
Do you know he sang all those songs
Yes,
himself?
he sure did. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
actually.
he was good. He was great. So generally, I think it's a really interesting concept. Like is very unsex. It's just actually very funny in the beginning because Ellie, who is Lily, what's her
Lily
name?
James.
Lily James, is like his manager.
And I was saying, you said Elaine earlier. If it was American, it would be Elaine, but it's British, so it's just Ellie.
Ellie. But it's like she's like his biggest fan, and I don't know if you've ever been this girl or girl, somebody like this. It's like she thinks he's the best, right? And she pushes him even to the point of he has no confidence in himself.
He's a business, baby.
Yeah, and it's like 3 people show up to his concert, his show. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's just very funny. It's very funny, self-depreciating. The music is amazing. And there is a part where, what's her name? McKinnon?
Kate McKinnon?
Kate McKinnon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where she, after he gets kind of successful,
she was
he
great.
goes to where they just kind of do like how cutthroat and awful
the industry
to
is.
any kind of artist the industry is. But Kate McKinnon is like this. She is hysterical.
He's like, you kind of ugly. You got to lose some weight. She's just that's that.
I was just going to point out, but don't forget too that we're talking about. Don't forget, everything's in a British setting. She's the American business hawk who basically sees the talent, and I think she's like, I don't know if she worked at Ed Sheeran's label, or whatever, but she sees him, says, "Okay, come to America. We're going to talk." And you're right. It's everything is business, business, business.
Right.
No flattery whatsoever. Just whatever's. All she says to it, do you want to make a ton of money? And of course.
And the guy wants to change the name of the song instead of Hey Jude. It's like,
Hey,
that's
Dude.
kind of Hey Jude would work better. It's kind of, well, what's Jude, right? And then it's just like so funny. That part is great.
Well, she goes, so you're going to make tons of money. We're going to keep most of it. And I'm going to buy a second house in Malibu.
Yeah, right.
Both of you.
But she's pretty honest and she's funny. Anyway, so I like that part of it. The only problem I had was I'm not a comedic romance. What is that called?
Romantic coms.
I'm not
Or
a romantic
rom-coms.
Rom-com.
I'm not a rom-com person at all. And this one is like, bring out the treacle. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so sappy.
I know what you mean
sweet.
because
Yeah.
I actually.
The Richard Curtis influence, as I mentioned before.
But I like romantic comedies like
Love Actually.
Love Actually. I love Love Actually.
Yeah.
But I thought they were kind of pushing with this movie. They were just going way in a soap opera, way beyond with a romantic storyline. I love the fantasy line, the Beatles thing, everything. I would have enjoyed the romantic part, but at a certain point, they were really going like, come on.
Yeah, there was a kind of interesting, that part was kind of weak to me or like just too syrupy. But there is actually a good story in the other one. And I won't go to the ending, which is just amazing. I'm like, what? It was like, it's just amazing. And it really did have a very good message, I thought.
Yeah, and the ending did it for me too. I was like, oh, shit.
Which part of the ending?
The ending is like,
okay, close.
He sees dead people. No.
Okay, so have we covered it, do you think? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to give it, I thought it was really good, an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, I gave this 8 too because this, like I said, I was telling you, this was my favorite film for 2019.
Well, I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen you rate anything that high, have I?
Hudsucker.
Oh, there you go.
uh-huh.
Gave it a 9.
There you go.
And what do we have?
The rare
41
8.
episodes.
This is the rare 8.
If we get a 10, then we're all going to die. Anyways, so, okay.
That's going to be
so-
Austin Powers, no?
So get your paper ready there, George,
What's
because you're
next?
the next one
Ooh.
with Moana.
So when we come back, we're going to do Moana.